Hi folks, I hope you're doing well. Something that just crossed my mind. I thought, I was just speaking to God about this situation and realised, that's a good point. Yes, so when a church is created by God, whether that be the Baptist church or the Pentecostal church, the devil has a plan. What the devil has a plan. What the devil wants to do is to say, okay, I want to destroy that church. I want to make that church of no effect. Because that's what he knows. He can't really destroy the church because people know who did it. So therefore, he just wants people to forget who they are, because that's the easiest way to do it. Because then people still believe they're doing God's way and all that sort of stuff. Yeah? Okay. With the Pentecostal church, that church was doing well for only about, maybe 30 years. 25 years probably. Because then we had the Second World War at that time. Yes? At the end of 1930s, the Second War happened. And therefore, the Pentecostal church had about 30 years, maybe 25 years. After the Second World War, everything changed after that. And I said, very soon after that, it was the 70s, the 60s and 70s. So therefore, people were going away from the church at that time. And then the church was given to the devil completely after that. Oh, yeah. You can see in events and you can see in the church. If you look at when the church movement was created and when it sort of came about and came about in a degree of power and see what happened in the world, you can certainly see, because I've done videos talking about the collapse of the church, and that the collapse of the church was very, very, something that was very important in it was the Second World War. Yeah, what happened in the Second World War, and certainly the case that women were put to work. Because I don't know much about the First World War. I mean, because the First World War didn't involve airplanes, you didn't have planes coming over bombing the crap out of towns, did you? But in the Second World War, you had that. So therefore, the children had to be sent away so that the children wouldn't be bombed. And certainly from places like London. So the women were sent to work. Because the men were sent to war. The men were sent to war, women were sent to work, and the children were sent away. So, okay. It's the first time that happened, really. So then after the war, the men came back from war, having seen so many things that were absolutely so nasty, and their friends that were killed. And the death of their friends, they saw that. They saw, their belly out, their brains out, all that sort of stuff. And right at the end of the war, a lot of people saw the camps for the Jewish people, and they saw all those people that were killed by the Germans, killing all the Jews, and how they killed them. So, of course, when you're coming back from that, do you want your job back and your life to be exactly how it was before the world? Do you think that could happen? Absolutely no chance at all. No chance. But the world wanted everything to be okay after that war. So, especially in England, because obviously, if you're English, then okay, stand up. You're okay now. Just go back to your job and, deal with it. Yeah. But they couldn't, could they? As I said. And then the women were stopped from working so the men could go back to work, and they had realised that they really loved working. And now, because the war stopped, they had to go back to being mothers and wives only. And so they resented it. The men resented it, the women resented it. The children then came back to these families that were nothing like the families they had before. The mother didn't want to be a mum or a wife. The father didn't want to be a father or a husband or a worker. And so therefore everything changed after the Second World War. Everything changed. So therefore, yeah. As I say to people, come on, think about what happened to the church in the past. And think about the church now, how it is right now, and how it happened. Because, yeah. If you understand, then you know, okay. And it's better to know than not knowing. So therefore, go to the Father and ask questions. And he will tell you the answers. I was asking him for years and years, why is the church as it is right now? And what I just said earlier is one of the reasons. Yeah. As I said, people left the church in the 60s and 70s. And then the church said, okay, how can we deal with this and get people back to the church? People love the fast food places. And those places are the same if you go to that place in that town or a different town, it's the same. So, okay, let's make the church like that. And, okay, we love the speakers in the world, how they do things. So how do they train them? Okay, do the same. We can train our people the same way. Yeah? Okay. So let's use college and how they actually teach people. We can do that. Yeah, the problem is they didn't go to God. They didn't go to the Father and wait for him to tell them what to do. But actually, yeah, God knew what they would do. And he said, okay, do that. Because right now, it's supposed to be like it is, right? So there you go. I'll leave you to it. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.